Welcome back to the Dreemo channel. Tonight, we delve into the most fundamental, silent factory on our planet, the quiet chemistry of plant life. We will explore the invisible, internal processes, the slow, methodical conversion of sunlight and water, the silent language of hormones and growth, all conducted in profound stillness without a sound. This journey reveals that the foundation of nearly all life relies on the most patient, quiet chemical reactions. Let the immense silence of the internal world of botany bring quiet stability to your racing mind. Now, let the subtle, steady flow of chlorophyll's secret work guide your mind to its most peaceful and restorative rest. Part 1. The Silent Engine of Energy. Fact 1. Photosynthesis, the quiet conversion. Photosynthesis is the most crucial yet quietest chemical reaction on Earth. This process occurs deep within the chloroplasts of plant cells. It is the patient, step-by-step conversion of light energy, carbon dioxide, and water into life-sustaining glucose and oxygen. The energy transfer is entirely silent. There is no explosion, no noise, only the methodical movement of electrons driven by the gentle flow of sunlight. It is the ultimate testament to quiet, sustained power generation. Fact 2. The patience of the chlorophyll molecule. The pigment responsible for photosynthesis is chlorophyll. This molecule, structured around a single magnesium atom, is a master of patient light absorption. It silently captures the photons, primarily in the red and blue parts of the spectrum, while reflecting the green, which is why we perceive plants as green. This passive, quiet absorption is the initiation of life's entire energy chain, a silent, constant vigil under the sun. Fact 3. The secret flow of transpiration. Plants draw water up from the soil to the highest leaf through a process called transpiration. This is achieved by the quiet, cohesive force between water molecules. As water evaporates from the leaves' stomata, it creates a subtle, negative pressure, a silent pull that draws the next molecule up. This continuous, gentle column of water is maintained by silent molecular forces, defying gravity with unhurried, quiet persistence. Fact 4. The unseen language of hormones, Auxin. Plant growth and bending are regulated by minute amounts of chemical messengers called hormones. One of the most critical is auxin. Auxin directs the cells to elongate, causing the plant to quietly bend toward a light source, phototropism. The message is transmitted silently, molecule by molecule, a slow, deliberate instruction for directional growth, a completely quiet command that dictates the plant's entire form. Fact 5. The quiet defense of chemical signals. When a plant is attacked by pests, it doesn't scream. It releases complex volatile organic compounds, or VOCs. These compounds are silent, airborne chemical distress signals. They can warn neighboring plants to raise their own chemical defenses, or they can attract the natural predators of the pest. This is communication carried out entirely through quiet chemical whispers in the air, a communal, silent strategy for survival. 2. The patient cycles of growth. Fact 6. The slow work of xylem and phloem. The plant's vascular system, similar to a circulatory system but much quieter, consists of the xylem and the phloem. The xylem silently transports water and minerals up from the roots. The phloem silently transports the sugars, glucose, produced by photosynthesis down to the rest of the plant. These are not turbulent flows. They are quiet, steady currents of life, maintaining the chemical balance from root to leaf with constant, silent diligence. Fact 7. The unhurried process of secondary growth. For woody plants, growth involves two stages. Primary growth is lengthening. Secondary growth is the widening of the trunk. This widening is the creation of the annual rings we see in trees. This process, known as cambial activity, is incredibly slow and methodical. The formation of a single ring can take an entire year. It is the ultimate record of patient, quiet, sustained growth over vast periods of time. Fact 8. The silent clock of photoperiodism. Plants track the seasons and determine when to flower, bear fruit, or drop leaves through photoperiodism. They measure the length of the uninterrupted darkness each night. This is their internal, silent clock. It is not based on sound, but on the precise, quiet measurement of light and shadow, a chemical readiness achieved through passive, patient observation of the sun's rhythm. Fact 9. The root's quiet gravitational sense, or gravitropism. Plant roots always grow downwards, following gravity, a process called gravitropism. This direction is sensed by tiny, heavy starch grains called statoliths inside the root cap cells. When the root turns, these statoliths quietly settle to the lowest point, triggering the release of hormones that adjust the growth rate. The root is silently listening to the constant downward pull of the earth. Fact 10. The quiet transformation of senescence. When autumn arrives, the plant begins the quiet process of senescence, or biological aging. The plant begins to silently break down the chlorophyll, reabsorbing the valuable nitrogen and magnesium into its tissues for storage. This dismantling reveals the beautiful, quieter pigments, the reds, oranges, and yellows that were always present but masked by the green. Senescence is a methodical, quiet withdrawal, preparing for the stillness of winter. The deep chemical architecture. Fact 11. The resilience of cellulose structures. The strength of a plant is primarily due to cellulose. This polymer is a long chain of glucose molecules, organized into rigid crystalline fibers. These fibers provide quiet, unwavering structural support, allowing trees to stand against wind and gravity for centuries. Cellulose is the quiet architect of all plant mass, giving immense strength without any muscular effort or noise. Fact 12. The quiet work of nitrogen fixation. Plants cannot use nitrogen directly from the air. They rely on specific symbiotic bacteria, often housed in root nodules, to perform nitrogen fixation. This complex chemical conversion of atmospheric nitrogen into usable ammonia is carried out quietly in the soil. This is a silent, essential partnership between plant and microorganism, sustaining the very foundation of the terrestrial food web. Fact 13. The silent chemistry of mycorrhizal networks. Below the soil, vast networks of fungal filaments, called mycorrhizal fungi, connect the roots of multiple plants. This is often referred to as the wood wide web. Through this silent network, plants can exchange sugars, water, and warning signals. It is a completely quiet, underground chemical communication system, a subterranean system of sharing and stability hidden from the noisy surface world. Fact 14. The quiet defense of alkaloids. Many plants produce toxic compounds called alkaloids, like caffeine, nicotine, and morphine. These chemicals act as silent deterrents to herbivores. The plant doesn't need to move or make a sound. The chemistry itself provides the warning. This is a passive, patient, and quiet form of chemical warfare, where the defense is built into the very substance of the plant. Fact 15. The unhurried process of seed dormancy. Many seeds exhibit dormancy, a quiet state where germination is intentionally postponed. The seed is waiting for the precise, perfect chemical conditions, the right temperature, moisture, or exposure to light. It is a profound state of chemical patience, a silent refusal to begin life until the ideal moment arrives, a perfect lesson in unhurried biological timing. 4. The quiet limits of adaptation. Fact 16. The silent shift in water potential. Water moves throughout the plant and into the roots based on water potential. Water always moves silently from an area of high potential to an area of lower potential. This subtle difference in chemical energy drives the slow, continuous movement of water into the root hairs. This fundamental concept governs the quiet relationship between the plant and the moisture in the soil. Fact 17. The quiet response to touch, or Thigmotropism. When a tendril brushes against a stable surface, internal chemical signals rapidly adjust the growth rate, causing the tendril to quietly curl around the support. This silent, responsive movement is a subtle conversation with the physical environment. Fact 18. The chemical storage of starch. The excess glucose produced by the quiet work of photosynthesis is converted into starch. Starch is a large, insoluble, and stable storage molecule. It is a quiet, reliable bank of energy. Stored patiently in roots, tubers, and seeds for future use. This silent chemical savings account ensures survival through harsh seasons. Fact 19. The quiet complexity of tannins. Tannins are chemical compounds found in the bark and leaves of many trees. They are known for their quiet, astringent taste. They act as a defense against disease and deter herbivores. Tannins also play a crucial role in preventing decomposition, allowing wood to quietly endure for long periods after the plant has died. Fact 20. The unending silence of the carbon cycle. Ultimately, the most profound quiet work of plants is their role in the carbon cycle. Plants quietly and continually remove carbon dioxide from the turbulent atmosphere, sequestering it into their dense tissues. This silent, essential balancing act of atmospheric chemistry sustains the entire planet. It is a quiet, continuous rhythm that defines life on Earth. The world of plants is not one of chaos or noise. It is a realm of profound chemical patience and silent, methodical process. Let the quiet wisdom of these constant internal reactions bring a deep, grounding stillness to your body and mind. Sink now into the enduring, quiet rest of the living earth. Endure, quiet, rest.